Go ahead. Let that Holy Ghost language come up out of you. Go ahead.
Look, everyone, I'm at home. I'm actually on the back patio right now and not in my car. For those of you that have not been following me, that's a joke. You have to look at the beginning of the past 2 videos to see why I bring that up. But what you just saw there was a clip from a false pastor right here in my state, Rod Parsley. I wanted to go back and show that because I want to tell the testimony of how the Lord protected me when I first gave my life to him in the fall of 1992. And I want you to see how you need to be careful and take heed if the Lord has warned you and made you uncomfortable about someone, and you need to seek out the truth and be, diligent in this, because you're in great danger if you don't. And so I'm going to show you the other part of that clip. There's the second part of that here in the beginning part of it, so you can really see the foolishness and the buffoonery that went on with this. And I thank the Lord that I did not get caught up into that circle. But when I first gave my life to the Lord, and I was going to this church that my best friend invited me to, I didn't know nobody but him. But there was this deacon that befriended me. He was just nice. Hey, young man, how you doing? When I would come on Sundays there, and this small talk. I mean, it was really nothing major. I don't even remember the man's name. But I remember when I felt like I was beginning to have a calling upon me. And I remember I dug into that Rod Parsley, the false pastor. I went in and he was getting ready to start this World Harvest Bible College. And I was like, oh, this is great. This would be a great way for me to go into the ministry. And I got the information and I was excited about it. So my first person I told about it was this deacon guy one Sunday after church. And I told him that, hey, I got this information from World Harvest Bible College, and I'm thinking of going there. He didn't say anything. He just smiled. And after service, I'm on my way to the car. God is my witness. I'm on my way walking to the car. And here he comes running out of the church. Hey, young man, Maurice. He calls me. Pastor wants to see you. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. What did I do? Now I'm scared. Like, what happened? So I come back in, get in line to meet with the pastor. And the pastor says, oh, one of my deacons told me, we need to have a talk and set up an appointment with my secretary. So I did that. And I met with the pastor, and he told me at that time, he didn't say do any bashing of Pastor Rod Parsley, but he told me we have to be careful of running to and fro and not knowing, having an understanding. He was more so just guiding me as a shepherd, as he should, to let me know that there was danger if I go in that direction, messing around with that pastor. And then he led me in a different direction for my proper education and schooling. So that was the Lord protecting me from spiritual danger. So let's look at the rest of this clip from Pastor Rod Parsley so you can see the buffoonery and foolishness that goes on with this guy over the years, way back, still continues on. And we'll talk.
Pastor, what's going on?
There's a pastor.
Be seated. What's going on?
Of a Baptist church.
He
says he wants the Holy Ghost. He's ready to have a new congregation. He's ready to see the Holy Ghost move.
So as you see there, I would have been caught up into this. I'm not going to get into his doctrine, all of the people that he associates with over the years, that he continues to associate with. But I'm going to tell you, it's a whole bunch of false teaching going on. And I'm so thankful that the Lord protected me. And for many of you out there, you've been warned. He's giving you clues and hints and warnings, and you have flat out ignored him. You continue to make excuses for these false messengers that are on YouTube. You continue to say, well, you're jealous. That I hear that a lot. Oh, you're jealous of them. Oh, why you hating, man? You hear that from some of the younger ones when we talk about some of these young false messengers that are on YouTube and things. But anybody, as I'll continue to say, anybody that is pushing politics and utilizing that as some spiritual entity that's supposed to make your life better, anyone that's pushing a political figure as a way, as a person, and as a substitute for Jesus Christ, anyone that claims that this nation is God sent, that it was founded as a godly nation, is a liar. All of it. All of these people. They're lying. They're giving glory to themselves. They're giving glory to the devil. And this is the deception that's going on out there for many people that are getting caught up into this web. I showed this book before. I talked about it before. Early on, when I gave my life to the Lord in 1992, I mean, of course, many of you that's been saved for many years know that there's been, you had all of these Christian, here in our city, it was called Christian Armory. But Christian bookstores everywhere. You can go, and I would spend most of my paycheck when I was young like that in the bookstore. Christian CDs and cassettes at that time, and books, and I would spend hours in there. And this was one of the books that I ended up, coming across that helped me greatly at that time. You see, it's old. Came out in 1993, Angels of Deceit. And it talks about how one falls into the web of deception. And that's what you have with a lot of people. They mean well, just like what the authors in them say in this book. There's so many people out there. They want to get their lives right. They want to know God. They want to, live for him. And they mean well, but they have fallen for the snare of the devil. And you get these people that are on YouTube, many of them, they're smiling, they're grinning, they're bringing their wives beside them.
Like a meadow with the butterflies, and it was just the most beautiful backdrop of these mountains. And there was a lake and this beautiful scenery all around. And Diana is doing cartwheels. And the Lord said, this is moments after the rapture. And we were standing there in heaven. I was a young man. I looked a lot younger. And I had hair. I had my glorified body. And Diana had her glorified body. And she goes, Brandon, we made it. We made it. And she was doing cartwheels. And she was just rejoicing and running through this meadow. And it was green all around. And there was a beautiful green.
They're bringing the kids in. And people are getting caught up thinking that, oh, this person must be sent by God. Because they're telling me about some tragic event that's getting ready to happen. But at the same time, you never hear them talk about the events that's happening right within the church. You never hear that. It's always something about the left. It's always something about people that of certain skin tones and colors, people, women, you name it, gays, you name it. It's up these types of things. But it has nothing to do with glorifying Jesus Christ. You think it does, but you've been deceived. And for those of you, this book is still available on Amazon. I think there's just one new copy left as of making this message. But there's $3 or so for the book that's on there. I believe it will bless somebody out there greatly, just to show you the steps. And it goes in and it talks about, back at that time, it talks about the religions all the way up to David Koresh, the guy in Texas. Waco, Texas, that was a false teacher. But it goes through the various false teachers and the stages of some of these false teachers of how people fell into the web of deception with them. So this is why this channel is here. I don't care if it's one person, two persons, three persons. One soul saved is great, because we want to get the message out there and combat the devil and his cohorts that are running widespread on the internet of lies. And we need to have some people stand up and tell the truth. And that's what we're going to do in this channel. Stand up, continue to tackle Satan's tactics, punch them in between the chops. Evangelism for God is a channel where we talk about issues the church run away from. My name is Maurice Braxton. Until the next video, my friends, take care. God bless.